Rashford has come out of the shell of a child. 10 games, 10 goals, and 2 assists, Marcus Rashford is unstoppable at the moment. So what is the biggest difference, creating two completely different versions of Rashford in a short time? In the first leg of the semi-final of the League Cup at Nottingham, after only a few minutes of rolling the ball, a super product was established. Rashford received the ball from his own half, sped up, faced two defenders before turning into the center, overcoming the other two obstacles before finishing with his left foot into the net of the home team. From all angles, this goal is perfect. Rashford completes a difficult ball in the neatest and most efficient way possible. Being on the field at that time, Roy Keane also could not hide his surprise. We were on the pitch when the players came out and Rashford looked neat. How should I put it? It feels like he is very confident. Believe me, relieved and know what to do. Certainly no one wants to face Rashford, he's the perfect fighting machine, and when that goal came, I kind of knew it. Sometimes the problem lies in confidence. There are times when players are as sublimated as Rashford is now. He has played many big games for MU and England over the years. Sometimes the money is in making decisions and knowing how to score goals. MU really need Rashford now. Rashford has potential, which does not need to wait until now to reveal. But even when given the number 10 by Wayne Rooney, there are still many doubts whether Rashi can take on the highest responsibility in attack. Being the main character of a party, especially a banquet, is not easy. It requires ability and responsibility. Rashford has always had the ability but was unable to take responsibility. The responsibility here is to play stably, week after week, to support the teammates. This season, Ronaldo's mid-departure suddenly pushed all the responsibility onto Rashford's shoulders. But instead of giving up, this young man received the sword seal and charged forward. Rashford is 25 years old, not a kid anymore. When the time comes, you have to be ready, Keane added. No more stupid injuries. Rashford is also aware of being distracted too much on things off the pitch. Now, all his focus is on football and MU. Reprioritizing life is harder to do than to say. In an era where it was too easy to fall, Rashi fortunately crawled out of the quagmire of his career and began to climb the next ladder. This is achieved by the convergence of many factors. Rashford's own responsibility is the main, but also need to thank the fresh environment that Ten Hag has created for the student to reincarnate. Over the past decade, MU has always lacked good enough examples for juniors to follow. Rashford, although realizing his own path later than expected, is still making fans happy. It won't be just the opposite version of last season, or a copy of some superstar from the past. This is the time when Rashford builds his own legacy, all in a long-term plan full of thoughts. Single. Don't believe it? Look where when he celebrates, where does Rashford point? Rashford copyrighted the celebration. Rashford has applied to the UK's Intellectual Property Office for a silhouette of a celebratory gesture pointing to his temple. If approved, that image will belong exclusively to Rashi for 10 years, including from video games, digital photos, clothes, shoes, phone cases, books.